Exams. How do the exams work? Well, we know we've been doing the weekly online quizzes, and those are not proctored, but the exams are pretty important. We got 3 exams over the 3 major areas of this course: thermodynamics, optics, and then relativity and quantum mechanics. So the exams are important, and every exam is important, so I won't be dropping any exams. I mean, they can't drop 1/3 of the course and say, well, okay, it's okay if you didn't learn that. All this subject matter is important for your future. So every exam counts. I'm thinking that other aspects of the course are easier, like the quizzes and the labs, and you should be able to do very well on those. And so that gives you a little bit of leeway as your final average goes. So every exam is important. How do they work? They must be proctored. Unfortunately, Calhoun has testing centers where exams can be proctored for free. There's one at the Huntsville campus, there's one at the Decatur campus. And what you need is an ID, your student ID or possibly your driver's license. You go in there, give them the course number and the instructor, say there's an exam for you. They'll give you the exam, they'll sit you down at a table or a booth. There'll be a camera on you as you're taking the exam. Things you cannot have with you is your backpack. Your phone probably should be put away. It definitely should be off. You shouldn't be doing things on your phone because phone can be used to take pictures of stuff. And I don't want any phones. I don't want to hear about any phones being near your exam when your exam's turned in. You are allowed a formula card, a 4x6 formula card, which will have only formulas on the card. Nothing else, no worked out problems on your card, just formulas. And it should be stapled to your exam when you hand it in. Also, you're allowed a basic scientific calculator. No calculators that can do graphing or store information. Again, we want to avoid any possibility that you might store information on your calculator. So very simple calculator is allowed for these exams. That's all you can have with you. All right, so you turn your exams in at the proctoring center, and they will save it for me, and they'll send it to me. If you cannot go to a Calhoun proctoring center, let's say you are in Afghanistan and you're taking this course online remotely from there, then you want to find a good place where somebody responsible can proctor the test for you. Most likely you want to find a college or university where there's a professor who you can contact and have that professor contact me so I can interact with that person and we can have them act as your proctor. And they will administer the exam in the proper time level and then scan the exam and send it to me when you are done. That's the way we could do that. All right, so what to expect on this exam? What else? Let's make sure I got everything else. Testing center locations are here. There's a couple maps show you where the Decatur testing center is and the Huntsville testing center. You want to check your testing center times. You don't want to walk in there 1 hour before they close, so you want to make sure you know what their times are. Most of these testing centers are not open on Fridays necessarily, and they may, like here's one that's only open Monday through Thursday, and the Huntsville Testing Center, it closes at 6:30. And this might change by the time that you go there. So don't count on it being open all the time. So you want to check these times. You don't want to go in there an hour before closing time. They won't let you start the exam. So check on that. Okay, what to expect on my exams. Here's an exam from Physics 2. And the first page is a matching page. So there are 10 items in the column here, 10 items over here. You will match those, 2 points per item. So on this first page, which probably will take you all of 2 or 3 minutes to do, this would be worth 20 points for all the correct matches. Second page will be 2 multiple choice problems, word problems, and they'll be taken basically directly out of the problem sets. And they'll have 5 multiple choice answers. The only thing I'll change will be the numbers from the problem sets. But they should be straightforward problems that you can do. And all or nothing, though. And you find the right answer, select the right answer, A, B, C, D, or E. Then there's a problem section, word problem section, 6 problems from easy to hard. And those also will be taken from the problem sets where the numbers changed. And so basically, if you've done the problem sets, you should be ready for these exams. There'll be 8 problems taken from the problem sets. If there were 4 chapters, like the first exam is chapters 19, 20, 21, and 22, I will take 2 problems from each chapter. And I will take 2 problems that I think are representative of that chapter. So I probably won't look for the most obscure, difficult problem I can possibly find that really is unique. I will probably find 2 problems that actually deal with the basic subject matter of that chapter. And they will be mixed in as these 8 problems well represented. So 10 points per problem, 80 points there, plus the 20 points of the matching page, 100 points. There will be a 7th problem, which I call the extra credit problem, which will be much harder than all the other ones. It'll probably be based on the problem set, but I could have some twist to it. And it's only worth 5 points. So it could take you half of your time that you have allotted for the test just for 5 points. But the idea is to challenge those of you who may not have been challenged by the rest of the test. So there's 105 possible points on this exam. The way that I'll grade it is, at least in the problem section where you have the 6 problems and the extra credit problem, I'll grade them all on a scale of 10, and then I'll take your top 6, use that for your score on the 60 points, and your lowest one will be your extra credit problem. So there's a possibility that you might actually know the extra credit problem better than one of the other problems, so you can substitute that in for one of the other problems in a sense by doing that. So I'll just take your top 6 and then have the score of your lowest one for your extra credit points. So possible 105 points. If you go to the testing center, work out the test, 2 hours, hand it in there. They will save it for me and they'll give it to me, and I'll grade it accordingly. So that's the way the tests go. Good luck on those 3 tests. The final is just another test over the last subject matter that we do, which is relativity and quantum mechanics. So that's all it'll cover. It's not comprehensive. It only covers the last subject matter over the course.